What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Into My GT Entertainment, and I am Joel. Nice to see you on this lovely and going to be a hot day. Here in Virginia, the heat is starting to kick in now. We have days that are going to be 100 degrees with 200 degree humidity. So it's going to feel like. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Today, I am going on a little trip with Pam. We are taking Wasp out, and we're gonna go hit the mountains. I've been going through a lot of stuff. Just hold that thought. I'll run the thing and I'll get into it. Alright, as I was saying, I've been going through a lot of stuff mentally, physically, and just kind of all over the place these days. Like I said, it's starting to affect me that I don't have a job yet. I keep interviewing and, going through the process, but it's not seeming to work out. So I'm trying to take different avenues, maybe do a recruiter or, something just to do contract work or whatever. But nevertheless, I had that going on. I've been feeling kind of off. So I just kind of, my head isn't clear, and I've been having to take care of my mom's stuff, and she has a lot of stuff going on. She's got cancer again in her leg, and that's been kind of weighing down on me a little bit. Father's Day went by. I lost my dad 2 years ago, so it's still kind of in there. And I never really had time to decompress with anything because I'm always dealing with everybody else's stuff and really don't have time to deal with my stuff. But today, Pam is off because her company shut down because of Juneteenth, and I have nothing going on, obviously, and she wanted to go up to the mountains. Not necessarily in the mountains, but there's a place called Front Royal that is on the mountainside over there, and there's some places that she wants to go visit, and I have nothing else to do and she has nothing going on, so we're just going to go ahead and hop in Wasp. And I kind of want to take Wasp on a little trip anyways, like 2.5 hours out, to see how Wasp does and make sure that everything's good with that too, because I've only taken it here and there. So nonetheless, you're going to be in this video with us. You're just going to take a little day trip with us, and it isn't going to be really car related unless something crazy happens and she wants to go 900 miles an hour, because I'm going to let her drive, because she doesn't really drive this car that often. We'll have lunch out there and come back and do whatever. So it's going to be more of a personal me and you and my wife type video. No kids, no friends, just us doing our thing. We don't really hang out so much, just me and her. We're always doing a car thing, or she's in her pool, or life is going on. So it's kind of good to sit back and reset. So that's what we're doing today. I'm just bringing y'all along just in case something cool happens, some scenery, if let y'all know how the car is doing, and yada yada yada. So anyway, we're gonna get our stuff together, and we'll see you in the car. Down the road, and getting herself straight. Now the car is a little quieter now, I can hear, but this is the first long trip we're doing with her, and Pam hasn't really driven this car, so after the supercharger, so she's gonna tell me what she thinks about that also. We'll kind of chime in and out. So are you all straightened out?
Yes.
All right, so we'll see you on the trip. Okay, we have started our trip, and I've been watching the gas gauge just because I'm on the passenger side and I can actually do different things than drive, right? So when we first started, we were at 137 to empty. So now you can see it's 140 to empty. So we're actually gaining with it being 815 horsepower, how it does on trips with gas. Because in a couple months, it's going to be going down to Myrtle Beach, and you know, it's good to know what I'm looking at. It kind of reacts like the blue Mustang. You know, the stop and go traffic, it's kind of terrible on gas, but once you put it on the interstate, it acts just like it normally did before. So, you know, these cars, the 1450, the 24s and 25s, they've never been really good on gas from the get-go anyway. So, you know, it's just kind of playing around with different things and seeing what you can get with your mileage, if that's important to you. I didn't buy this car for that either. You know, it's a Mustang, right? I would have bought an electric car if I was worried about gas. But yeah, we have roughly about 2 hours, 12 minutes. 19. And then right now we're at 141, and she's getting 19 miles to the gallon. So,
of course, I drive a little more conservatively than you do.
We're driving conservatively, she says, than I do. But you know, I don't really dog this car out a lot either. And we're on the interstate, and that helps too. So we'll catch you at the next stop. Okay, everybody, we have gotten into one of these small little towns out here, and you got little shops on each side, and if you blink and you're speeding through here, you probably pass it really fast. But yep, this little mountains are on the I guess that way, and people just kind of hanging out. And then there's been construction all up and down this road. So, like I said, it's been kind of a stop and go, and looks like they're doing some pole repair here, or power, or who knows what. But gas-wise, we're doing good.
I got up to like 21.5.
Yeah. So, like I said, car does good when you're on long stretches. Stop and go, you know, it kind of is what it is, right? But yeah, cutesy little town.
I think it's Gordonsville.
She says she thinks it's Gordonsville. I don't know, I didn't miss the sign, but anyway, it looks like we're about to fall out of the town here in a second, so see you in the next one. And you can tell we're starting to get into the mountainous parts of the state, because all these little back roads are all windy and stuff, which is fun for the car. Pam isn't experienced in doing all this, so we're taking our time. But as you can see, the way that the road is, you know, it's kind of windy, and as long as she stays on it, I'll be happy. You got those mountains over there starting to pop up, and she's acting like she knows how to drive, and then when a corner comes around, she's gonna freak out. But anyway, yeah, so I love those that you can't see on the other side.
And then they drop off in those mountains, you said.
And the mountains are on that side, so. Oh my Jesus. If this never gets published, it's because you killed us all. But anywho, we're gonna go. See you in a few. There's some mountain views for you. Oh, we're still on windy roads. A little better, but yeah. How's the car drive?
Sounds great. Definitely glad we brought it for these windy roads.
So yeah, we're just traveling along. Like I said, it says we have an hour and 3 minutes to go. We got held up in traffic a little bit. Like I said, they were doing road construction, and you know, on these one-lane roads, you ain't getting so far so fast. So we are trucking along. Hopefully, I get to show you some more mountain scenes in a little bit. Oh, roller coaster! Hold on. So, do any of y'all live on mountain sides and roads and out in the country? How's it living out in places like this? It's beautiful. It's pretty. I just don't know if I could be so rural. you know, that I have to drive so far to do certain things. But it's definitely a nice little drive. And like I said, a lot of people, Pam was discussing with me that, you know, everybody worries about, you know, got to go Tail of the Dragon to go do curvy roads and yada yada yada. We got them here in Virginia, all over the place, and it's like an hour from our house, hour and a half. Pick a destination in the mountains and just go, you know. And it's out here. Now it doesn't have the notoriety of a Tail of the Dragon, and probably not as many deaths either. So, you know, it's kind of how you want to look at it. But like I said, it's a nice little drive, and it's kind of weird being in the passenger side because I'm getting thrown all over the place, and I don't trust her driving skills with this.
I know.
But yeah, sorry about that. But like I said, it's just kind of, like I said, she'll hit a corner, we'll go 12 miles an hour. Then all of a sudden she'll see a straightaway, then she guns it. And then the corner comes around, she slows down again. So it's just like, got me grinning my teeth. I'm not gonna have no teeth when I'm done. I'm just going, anyway. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why the hype is with Tennessee, because there's a lot of stuff to do in Virginia. Like I said, you got the beaches on one side, the mountains on the other, you know, so you kind of got best of both worlds. But anyway, just wanted to chime in. Like I said, we're just still making our trek out that way to Front Royal. And once we get there, I'll tell you why she made me take this trip. It's silly in my opinion, but you know, it's all good.
A destination.
It's a destination and something to do today, right?
It's our makeup anniversary.
So, makeup anniversary, birthday, whatever makes you sleep better at
You
night,
were
babe.
installing the Whipple on our anniversary, so
What else is better to do on our anniversary besides install a Whipple? Jeez. Someone get this girl.
You're lucky I love you.
She might take me out in my sleep, so y'all gotta check up on me. See y'all in a little bit. Well, we made it to Front Royal, our destination. So, yeah. Now it's time to go back home now. No, I'm joking. We gotta do some shopping out here. I need to pee though. But
Get lunch.
anyway, and get lunch and just kind of hang out and just relax a little bit. And here we are at these shops out here in Front Royal. And yes, that's why we came out here. She has gotten this fascination with this stuff called Dune jewelry. So this was, I guess, one of the closest places to home that had it. So she wanted to come down here and make a day out of it. So like I said, we're gonna sit here and kind of go through this big old town here. They got some type of festival thing going on also. And like I said, we'll see how they do it down here in Smallville. All right, we are down here in Front Royal now, and they have some type of festival going on somewhere down here, but we're down at Town Hall, you know, just on their main street, just kind of walking. And it's a 95-degree day, so Pam's trying to kill me for real, I'm telling you. So you know, fat boy don't like going outside in hot weather. So, but anyway, and they had the festival and parking was down the street, so we're gonna come down here, look at her jewelry, eat lunch down here, I guess maybe take in some of the sights, and then go from there. But yeah, at least it's shady. All right guys, well, my wife, this one right here, you know, she's very thrifty and likes to save money. Not today though, but it's all good. Came down here, did some shopping, and now we're gonna go try this restaurant, the Main Street Mill restaurant. She saw it online, so we'll see how that is. It's a nice little cute little town, kind of chill, and you know, it's kind of like a beach town,
Good little
sort
day
of.
trip.
Okay, everyone, so she went ahead and did her little shopping. So she got some Dune jewelry, and you gotta look at what Dune jewelry is. They use actual, like this one was from the Blue Ridge Mountains, and they use the dirt and the rocks and everything and create the jewelry themselves. So she got that done today. We got a little gift for my daughter. She never watches my YouTube, so we'll be able to show her because her birthday is coming up. So that is the moon. That was the day that she was born. So I thought that was kind of cute. Maybe she'll appreciate that. And then she got herself another shirt. So don't need to get into all of that. But now we're having lunch, or about to have lunch, and I guess travel around a little bit more. There is rain coming, so we'll probably go ahead and track back towards the house, homestead, because it is a 2.5 hour drive. And but we'll have to see how that goes on. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, I think we're about to head home, but I just wanted to show you the little bit. This is their visitor center. They had their little Juneteenth parade here. But as you can see, it's about to start, the weather's about to alter a little bit, so we're gonna be heading on. But it's a kind of a cutesy little town, you know. It almost feels like you're at the beach and not at the beach. So, we'll talk to you in the car. All right, guys, we are running for our lives. You can see in front of us, nice and clear. Look at our rear view mirror. Yeah. Got some storms a-coming, so we are headed out. So hopefully we'll see you later. Just a little bit of scenery. See the rain on the mountains that way. Still clear over here where we're going, but it's trying to catch us. Okay, so yeah, we got caught by the rain. So we did a pit stop to go pee, and then while we were there, the storm caught us, and it was crazy. And now it's lightened up, and now we're headed on the way. So yeah, told you it was trying to get us. It was trying to get us, so it got us. See you in a bit. Well, we are still driving home, and we can't do nothing. It's been raining like this since we got back in the car. It's insane. And then car's been hydroplaning a little bit. It's just nuts. Oh Lord have mercy. My anxiety is like stage 10 right now. Okay, checking back in. We survived so far, but now we're in crazy traffic. So we're dealing with that. And then Brandon, well, I called Brandon because I saw the power was out at the house, and he goes, yeah, it's been out. Tree got half destroyed. I'll show video of that when I get home, because I only got a picture of it. So we'll figure that part out too. So yeah, this trip home has been exciting for sure. So I'm glad that y'all got to come along with this one and deal with it. She's just putting along, you know. We're just making our way through. Like I said, what should have took 2 hours to get home is, I don't know, like 4 hours now, 3 hours. I don't know what is.
It was like close to 3.
Yeah, so
It's almost 6 now.
Yeah, so
but we did stop.
We did stop quite a few times.
Just to get out of the rain and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so it's been exciting. Been very exciting. So
stopping saved us.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all when I get to the house. Well, we have made it back to no power, and kind of looking around, and yeah, my tree got jacked up. So now I gotta go cut this part down somehow, probably from that branch down, and whole thing's gonna look crazy now. But anyway, yeah, that's always nice to come home to. So yeah, that has been my day so far. Went out there, got caught on stores, got stuck in hurricanes, and obviously tornadoes and everything else has been happening today. So just my luck. Anyway, we'll continue the day, see where we end up. All right, everybody, that is the video for today. Like I said, we took a little trip, got to clear our heads to the mountains, got stuck in some storms, came home, trees are broken, had no power. So yeah, we didn't get power till today, 9-10 o'clock. So my generator was jacked up, so I went and bought another one, and right before I got that one hooked up, the power came back on. So I'll probably never use that generator ever again, but I didn't put no fuel in it, nothing, so it's still brand new. But as you can see, Wasp is all cleaned up, and she did real good. Like I said, we put about, I don't know, 500 miles on her yesterday with the Whipple, and she did good. Pam got a little spirited at times. I didn't really film that too much, but we'll get there. Like I said, Wasp is good, all the temps are good, everything is the way it needed to be. The only thing that still drives me a little mad, and everybody says it's normal, I don't know if you could see up in that area right there, there's a lot of belt dust, and maybe it's because of the yellow. Also down there on the metal, there's a lot of the belt dust. So I am running a grip tech on here also, so that might be something, you know. But like I said, it's a new belt, so it needs to settle in, and maybe just because it's a yellow supercharger, you know, it's picking up all the extra little dirt. People like me, it drives me crazy because I'm OC with trying to get everything clean and nice and proper and whatever. OCD, excuse me, not OC. But anyway, that is this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, it's a little different, but it was something just random and kind of wanted to do. So we took a little trip, went out there, did what we needed to do, came back home, went through a lot with the car that day, and it turned out okay. So we'll catch you on the next video.